Hi, it's Lee back with another video. I would like to say welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and everyone who keeps coming back each time I post a new video. So today I'm just gonna pitter patter around, try to get a couple of things done. I really don't know, but we'll see how as time goes on in the video. One thing I do want to do, my Cricut maker is acting up. It is getting off track. There's two little black things that help pull the mat in and out. One of the black things keeps getting off track, so it pulls the mat in crooked, and it messes up all kind of stuff. I went on YouTube because, you know, YouTube University. Went on YouTube to see if anybody else had these issues, and it was a ton of people who had the same issue. So apparently the Cricut maker, after a couple of years, it starts to have this issue. If you're still under warranty, they'll replace your machine, but if you are not, you're just pretty much out of luck. So I have this. Let me see if I can turn the camera around. I don't know if I can. Well, I'll show you in a minute. I have a Cricut Explorer Air 2 that I got in December of 2021. I just never took it out of the box because the maker was working so good. But I'm getting ready to try to set up this Cricut Explorer Air 2, so we'll see how it goes. So here is the machine. It's the Cricut Explorer Air 2. And like I said, I got it in December of 2021. I just kept it in the box because at the time I didn't need two Cricuts set up, but I just, you know, same way I have backup sewing machines, I had a backup Cricut machine. Anyway, so it's an Air 2, which is different from the maker. So I gotta actually learn how to use it. I think the concept is pretty much the same. It just has this set dial for the settings, whereas the maker had just a button that you had to press. And they have come out with the Cricut Explorer Air 3 and the Maker 3, but of course I wanted to try this one because I have it before I spend all that money on a Maker 3, because they are quite expensive because they're fairly new. But yeah, I'm gonna take this out of the box and then see if I can try to get this set up. All right, excuse everything else on my desk, but here's everything that comes in the box. You get a mat. This is the light grip mat. You can see that it says light grip. The machine, the cord for the machine. This is the USB, just in case you have to plug it into your computer. This is a infusible ink pen, and this is the Let's Get Started package that has all the information, and more than likely it has the first project that you're going to cut with the machine. All right, so let me get this all out. All right, let's see, I got it plugged in. So let me open it. Oh, right, turn it on. Ooh. Right, I don't know. Did y'all see that little spark? I don't know what that was. I don't know. Maybe it came from here. So, investigate that, and I'll be back. Okay, that so-called spark I saw was the light. All right, so I got it set up. You have to go to Cricut.com/setup, get it set up. Or if you have Cricut on your computer already, you just go to open up Cricut and go to the three lines and then click set up new equipment, I think it says, or machine, one of the two. And then it walks you through the setup. I did have to use the USB and put it to my computer, but hopefully I can get this on Bluetooth once I do this. I'm just doing the test project that is cardstock that came with the machine, and that button, the arrow button, was flashing, and I loaded the mat. I couldn't do it with one hand, so I went ahead and loaded the mat. The difference I see between this and the maker only has one on each side, one of these on each side, and that's the issue that I'm having with my maker. This keeps coming off track way over here, so it loads the Cricut mat. So that's load the mat. It loads the mat Cricut, and that's the issue that I'm having. And I know when you're pulling on the mat trying to get it out the best way you can, that is probably messing up something else with the machine. So anyway, that's that. So just in case you ever have that problem with your maker, it is a very common problem. I saw one lady, she took this, slid it all the way over and glued it to that. And she said that's working for her. I don't know what type of glue she used. I tried E6000 glue. It didn't work at all. I might try to go get some super glue and try it before I just give up on the machine completely. But anyway, this Cricut button is flashing, meaning it's ready. So it's gonna cut this project. All right, so when it's finished, the arrow button will start flashing again. And you unload your mat. And this is the project. I don't think I can take this off with one hand, so I'll be back. All right, here's the finished project. Cute little flower out of cardstock. Right, it looked better on the mat with all of the pieces filled in, but that wasn't the point. The point was to show you, I guess, how good it cuts these little intricate details. So all right, I'm going to move on to try and cut some of my stickers and see how this works. So, well, I'll tell you that in a second. Okay, so I'm in Cricut Design Space, and I made some sticker sheets the other night. So I want to see if this, I'm sure it's gonna cut. I just want to make sure it cuts with the Kiss Cut setting. So I use online labels. Let me see if I can go back here. I use online labels as my sticker paper, and if you I just did it through Google. I just typed in Kiss Cut settings for online labels for the Cricut Explorer Air. I had one for a list for the maker as well. So on the online labels website, it has sticker paper cut settings. This one is for the Explorer Air. If you have a maker, type maker. So this is all of the, I'm all the way down the list. So it tells you the type of material. So I'm using a standard white matte paper. It also gives you the product code so you can check to make sure. But this is what I always use, the standard white matte. The Kiss Cut pressure is 200. The Kiss Cut preset is Iron On Plus. So that Iron On, the dial on your machine, you have to put it to Iron On. I have to figure out what the plus is because I don't know yet. Because I don't see Iron On Plus on the dial. But maybe it's inside Cricut Design Space. So we'll see. So I'm just going to use this as a reference for my Kiss Cut settings. And we'll go from there. And then if you want, let's say I want to do a full cut, meaning I wanted to cut all the way through the paper to do a die cut sticker, I would use the full cut pressure and light cardstock plus. All right, so let's see. Let's see if we can figure this out. All right, so click on my project. When you have projects done already, it doesn't automatically open up the project. If you want to do something else to the project, you can click customize, but I'm just going to click make it. And then I have to print it out. Okay, so once you hit make it, it will come to this screen just to show you the placement of everything on the mat, or how it will look on the mat. You click continue, and here it's going to connect to your machine. It does say Explorer here, so it should connect to my Explorer. See, it's connecting, and then I hit send to printer. Alright, for certain projects I add bleed, other ones I don't. This particular one I do not add bleed. If it has like a border around it, like a color border or something like that, I will add bleed, but not for this one. Then I'm going to hit use system dialog and hit print, and then your printer dialog box should pop up, and then you choose whatever print settings you use for your printer. So here, since the material was set when I did the cardstock, is set to this cardstock, so it's telling me to adjust the dial to desired material. So I'm just going to go to the Cricut and move the dial over to iron on. Right, and it's saying make sure mirror is turned on, but if you're cutting stickers, don't turn on your mirror. This is for when you're doing iron on vinyl. So let's see. I gotta figure something out because the online label said use iron on plus. I don't know what that is, so I gotta go figure that out. Okay, so I figured it out. As you turn this dial, the material shows up on the computer screen. So this is vinyl, this is vinyl plus, this is iron on, this is iron on plus. So it'll show you on the screen. However, if you want to check the pressure, the number that the pressure is on your machine, you turn your dial to custom, and then you go back to your computer and I'll show you. Or I'll go back to my computer and I'll show you. Alright, so when you have your dial on custom, this comes up right here. So you hit browse all materials, and I just want to check to see what the iron on plus the pressure is, just to make sure and it doesn't say. It won't tell me, so I'm just gonna have to okay, so that's what I did. Okay, browse all materials. I'm figuring this out with y'all, well, coming along with me. I'm just gonna type iron on here in the search. I'm gonna go down to material settings, and iron on plus fine blade, the cut pressure is on 203. So let me go back to my document and see what it said the cut pressure needed to be for iron on plus. So for a standard white mat, iron on plus, the cut pressure, kiss cut pressure needs to be 200. All right, so let me change it to 200. I'm gonna go edit, and I'm just gonna take it down to 200 and hit save. Alright, I'm going to scroll all the way down here, scroll, and hit done. Alright, so now, let me show you, I'm going to turn my dial on the Cricut, and you should see this change right here, hopefully. So you see it change to paper minus, so I'm just going to switch it until it says iron on plus. There we go. All right, so I'm using my fine point blade here. So now I'm just gonna go to the Cricut and I'm gonna put my paper, I can't even talk. I'm going to put my sticker paper on my mat and let the Cricut do what it does. So I just realized that when the load button is blinking, it beeps. It's a real, soft beep, but it does beep. All right, so I loaded my mat and now I'm gonna hit this Cricut button and it's gonna read. These are registration marks, the black box all the way around. It's gonna read the registration marks, so it'll see where it needs to cut and then it'll start cutting. Maybe. It says preparing on my screen, so it's preparing and hopefully it will start cutting pretty soon. I may have to bring you back in a second. All right, so here's the moment of truth. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. Looks like it cut around. And I have a video on how I do Kiss Cut sticker sheets on the channel. I will link that in the description box below. So it did cut around, all the way around the sticker sheet. So now I'm just gonna test and see if it cut through the sticker. I might have to take this off the mat. I didn't want to stop the video. All right, let's see. I should have brought my stand in here. Don't do this the way I'm doing it. It is improper. All right, let me do it the right way and I'll be back. All right, so it did do Kiss Cut. But because it's a new blade, okay, let me peel this up for you. Still trying to do things one-handed. Still didn't go get the stand. So it did do Kiss Cut, so the sticker comes off the sheet. But on the back, I don't know if you can tell, it did cut some places a little far through the paper. But that's probably because it's a new blade. You see how it cuts that? That's not a big deal. But that's probably because it's a new, a new Cricut, a new blade. So it's gonna take some time for the blade to dull a little bit. But other than that, the sheets are perfect. Pay no attention to my Miralax stickers. But yep, I got my Kiss Cut stickers, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of my scripts that I made for myself, and then I'm gonna move my maker and then put the Explorer Air in its new home. All right, so that's actually I think all I'm gonna do in the video today. Lessons learned. I like the Maker better. It cuts just fine. It cuts slow. I didn't realize that the Explorer Air 2 cut that slow. I don't know how it cuts on vinyl because I haven't done vinyl yet. I have to make a couple of shirts, so I'll end up doing that at some point during the week. But the sticker sheets that I was cutting out had a lot on it, and it took a very long time for it to cut. Trying to think what else. I can't think of anything else other than the fact that I like the Maker better, and this one cuts really, really slowly. I think that's it. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you have a Cricut Maker, Explorer Air 2, a Cricut Joy, a Cricut mug press. Having a hard time saying Cricut. Cricut heat press. Let me know in the comments if you have any of those things and your favorite thing to make with those machines. All right, I will see you all in the next video.